situated on the Kaka Sabongari Road in Donga Mantum Division on one hand, and another on the River Mem on the Widikum Alorungti Bechu, that is Momo Division of the country. And the sum of 900 million francs CFA has been set aside for the rehabilitation of these bridges in the northwest region of the country. You have the details in this issue of the bilingual state-run newspaper. Northwest region France CFA, that is still talking about the 900 million France CFA set aside for the rehabilitation of bridges in that part of the country. Cameroon Tribune also talks about the common fronts to promote women in the country. You have the details in this issue of Cameroon Tribune. We now take a look at the front page of Hot News, which takes us back to the celebrations marking President Paul Biya's 30 years in power in the Republic of Cameroon. And the paper notably indicates that Cameroonians celebrate Paul Biya's 30 years of positive achievements. That is, of course, the main headline on the front page of today's issue of Hot News. And the paper describes President Paul Biya's three decades of rule in the Republic of Cameroon as 3 decades of peace, stability, progress, democracy, and freedoms. That is according to Hot News. The President Paul Biya's 3 decades of rule has been described as 30 years of peace, stability, progress, democracy, and freedoms. The paper also takes us to celebrations marking President Paul Biya's 30 years in power in the Mezam division in the northwest region of Cameroon. And the paper notably carries a statement made by Atanganji Paul, section president of the CPDM for Mezam, that is in the northwest region of Cameroon. And the statement reads, His Excellency Paul Biya is a God-chosen leader for Cameroon. He is a God-fearing, foresighted, and courageous leader. You can rule any country in the world, but to rule Cameroon for 30 years with more than 300 ethnic groups is not an easy task. President Paul Biya must be a divine ruler chosen by God, and I call on all Cameroonians to unanimously support him without any reservation. These are the words of Minister Atanganji Paul, the very proactive CPDM Mezam 1 section president who used on the that is last November 6, 2012 in Bamenda at the Bamenda Congress Hall during celebrations marking 30 years of President Paul Biya's accession to Supreme Magistracy. You have details in this issue of Hot News. We're going to round up with Star newspaper, and the main news on the front page of today's issue of Star newspaper is about subvention, state subvention to that is MTN Elite 1 and 2 clubs in the Republic of Cameroon. And the paper notably indicates that the state has duped these clubs, given that it was supposed to disburse the sum of 140 million francs CFA as subvention to these football clubs. That is talking about MTN Elite 1 and Elite 2 football clubs in the country. But up to now, only 71 million francs CFA has been put at the disposal of these clubs. And to express their dissatisfaction and anger, they have sent further a complaint. They have forwarded a complaint to the Prime Ministry of the Republic, hoping that the Prime Minister Philemon Yang will do something in that regard so that the remaining 69 million francs CFA can be put at their disposal. Thanks for your kind attention. Keep watching programs on Afrique Media. Have a nice weekend.